have studied what are the physical properties of metals and non-metals. Now in this class we will discuss the chemical properties of metals. What are the chemical properties of metals? Let us see how does it react with oxygen. Metals combine with oxygen to form metal oxides. 2Cu plus O2 gives 2CuO. This is the oxide of copper, CuO. Like that, aluminium forms aluminium oxide. 4Al plus 3O2 gives 2L2O3. This is the oxide of aluminium. In last chapter, we have studied in the chemical reactions that in acid-base salts that metal oxides are basic in nature. But some metal oxides show both acidic as well as basic behavior, like aluminum oxide, zinc oxide. They show acidic as well as basic behavior. So these oxides are called amphoteric oxides. Ampho means both. In biology, you will study the amphibia. Amphibia, the animals that live on land as well as in water. So this is both amphoteric, that is amphoteric oxides. So aluminium oxide is amphoteric oxide. So you see Al2O3 plus 6HCl gives 2AlCl3 plus 3H2O. And Al2O3 plus 2NaOH, it gives 2NaAlO3. AlO2 plus H2O. Sodium aluminate. Most of the oxides are insoluble in water, but some of these dissolve in water to form alkalis. The oxides that are dissolved in water, they form alkali, that is aqueous. So Na2O plus H2O gives 2NaOH, that is aqueous. K2O plus H2 gives 2KOH, that is aqueous. These are alkalis. All metals do not react with oxygen to form same rate. Different metals show different reactivities towards oxygen. Some metals such as potassium and sodium, they react very vigorously and catch fire if kept in open. They are highly reactive, react with oxygen, potassium and sodium. Hence they are protected and kept immersed in kerosene oil in order to avoid the accident. Like potassium and sodium, they will catch fire if kept open. Surface of metals such as magnesium, aluminium, zinc are covered with thin layer of oxides. The protective layer, oxide layer, prevents the metal from further oxidation. But this does not happen in the case of iron. Iron does not burn on heating, but iron filings burn vigorously when sprinkled in the flame of burner. Copper does not burn, but the hot metal is coated with black colored layer of copper oxide. Silver and gold do not react with oxygen even at high temperature. Sodium is the most reactive of the samples of all the metals taken. The reaction of magnesium is less vigorous. It is not so reactive as sodium. And this zinc, iron, copper and lead, they are less reactive. Now, metals react with water. Metals react with water to produce metal oxide and hydrogen gas. Metal oxides that are soluble in water dissolve in it further to form metal hydroxide. Metal plus water gives metal oxide plus hydrogen, and finally it gives metal hydroxide. Metals like potassium and sodium react violently. They are highly reactive, potassium and sodium. They react violently in cold water. In case of sodium potassium, the reaction is so violent and exothermic, they evolve the hydrogen immediately and catches fire. 2K plus H2O, 2H2O gives 2KOH plus H2 plus heat energy. 2Na plus 2H2O gives 2NaOH plus H2 plus heat energy. The reaction of calcium with water is less violent. This is less. Ca plus 2H2O gives CaOH2 plus H2. Calcium starts floating because its bubbles of hydrogen gas formed stick to the surface of the metal. Magnesium does not react with cold water, it reacts with hot water to form magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen. It also starts floating due to the bubbles of hydrogen gas. So 2L metals like aluminum, iron, zinc do not react with cold or hot water, but it reacts with steam to form metal oxide and hydrogen. 2L plus 3H2 gives 2L2O3 plus 3H2, and 3Fe plus 4H2 plus Fe3O4 plus 4H2 means potassium and sodium reacts in heavily, vigorously, violently reacts in cold water, and calcium is less reactive. It is not so violent, and magnesium does not react in cold water, it reacts in hot water. And aluminum, iron, zinc does not react even cold or hot, it reacts with steam. Now, metals react with acids. How? Metal reacts with dilute acid to give salt and hydrogen. Hydrogen gas is not evolved when metal reacts with nitric acid. In case of nitric acid, hydrogen gas is not evolved because nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent. It oxidizes the H2 produced to water and itself gets reduced. It gets reduced. That's why hydrogen gas is not produced. Rate of formation of bubbles was fastest in the case of magnesium, because this is the order of reactivity. This happens that sodium, potassium, then calcium, then magnesium, then aluminum, then zinc, then ferrous. Now the reaction of metals with the solution of other metals. In the previous chapter, the chemical reactions, we have studied how do more reactive metals displaces the less reactive metals. So the case happens here. The more reactive metals displaces the less reactive metals. Because all metals are not equally reactive. All metals do not react with the reagents. So displacement reactions occur, and in this displacement reaction, the more reactive metal displaces the less reactive metal. So the generalized reaction is metal A plus salt solution of B. It gives salt solution of A and metal B. So more reactive metal displaces the less reactive metal. Now the reactivity series. What is reactivity series? It is a list of metals arranged in order of decreasing order, from more reactive to less reactive, most reactive to less reactive. The decreasing order of reactivity. Like potassium, sodium, calcium. Potassium, that is the most reactive, potassium, sodium. that is the most reactive. Potassium, sodium, then calcium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, and gold. Gold is the least reactive. And the most reactive is potassium. This is the reactivity series. Next class, we will discuss the how do metals and non-metals react. Reaction between metals and non-metals. That's all.